Greetings, my beautiful YouTube family. How are you doing? Yes, it's me. I'm back. Well, I just want to talk to you today and tell you about that. I had a rough week. I did. I had a rough week, and I just wanted to have therapy with y'all. I just wanted to kind of share my heart today in this beautiful space that I'm holding for myself as well as for my family and friends. So, have you ever had that time or a moment or moments plural where you had to give yourself enough grace to just love on yourself, to just hug yourself, and you didn't know how to do it, or that may have been the furthest thing from your mind. Just giving ourselves grace to just make mistakes, to learn from those mistakes, to understand who we are and how we flow sometimes. Some days we just don't get it right. But we got to give ourselves enough grace to say, hey, I'm human. I made a mistake. I passed judgment. I got angry for no reason. Grace and forgiving ourselves to say, hey, I am human and I messed up. Well, that's what this segment is about. It's about giving out free hugs, right? And a lot of times that hug has to start with us. Have y'all ever just loved on yourselves? Okay, we're going to talk about that in a few minutes. But before we get to that part, let me introduce myself. My name is Pashay Gibson, also known as Sister Shay in the poetry world, also known as an up-and-coming entrepreneur for Pashay's Butter Souffle. So my name is also Shay Butter. It's your girl. It's me, and I am back on another beautiful Friday. So you and we just about to have this dialogue. So, of course, before the dialogue, I want you to please like, comment, share, and subscribe to your girl, to my channel, The Evolution of Ree, to begin again, to start over. Don't be scared. We're going to have a lot of do-overs in life. So that's what the station is about, is the evolution of Ree, to begin again, to start over. And as you already know, I am an emancipated workaholic that is discovering how to creatively be free in my gifts and my talents. Yes, that's who I am. So without further ado, I can't start my segment without telling you a story. So I do have one. So let me tell you, I was living in Shreveport. So this story that I'm about to tell you about. So it was me and my brother. Shout out to my big little bro, Meathead, who is on the hills, on the cusp of retiring as a chief on the fire department. And the reason why I'm giving him a shout out, because he's in this story. Okay. So this particular Sunday, as y'all know, I'm from Chicago, was born and raised there. So was my brother, right? And this Sunday, the Chicago Bears played the Dallas Cowboys, right? And I'm not a fan of Dallas. And Shreveport is a city that's kind of torn between being 12 to 15 minutes from the Texas state line, but it's in Louisiana, and the Saints are in New Orleans, which is like a 5-hour drive in the distance. So Shreveport is that city that's kind of divided. Are they Saints fans or are they Dallas Cowboy fans? Well, even though I live in Louisiana now, I'm still ride or die Chicago Bears, right? I love the Saints. I do, because it's Louisiana. I'm not a fan of Dallas. I'm sorry if I offended anybody that Dallas Cowboys fans. Just hang tight with me, all right? So also in the story, I want to give a shout out to Daddy Joe cooking for the soul because he is a Dallas Cowboy fan. But anyway, so I had to give him a shout out. Y'all be looking forward to his channel that's going to be on YouTube real soon. So it's Daddy Joe cooking for the soul. All right, so back to the story. So like I said, Dallas Cowboys played Chicago Bears. Well, Chicago won this day. And my brother was at the station geared up. When the Bears play, I'm talking about geared up all the way down to the socks and underwear. It's going to be Chicago Bears, everything. Hat, jersey, everything. You know, so if they made it, he's gonna wear it on game day. But like I said, the Bears won, and my brother was like, you know what we need to do? I was like, what? He said, we need to go to Walmart and we need to find some Dallas Cowboy fans and give out free hugs. I said, free Chicago Bear hugs? He was like, yeah. I was like, oh yeah, I'm down. So y'all have to know, hey, that's my family. That's how we roll. And so, you know, because he came up with the idea, I was like, well, dang, man, I just came from church. I don't have anything Chicago Bears. My brother's like, here, rock the hat. So I got my little skirt on. I'm cute, but I got my Chicago Bears hat on, turned to the side, representing. And so, I mean, we wasn't shopping. We literally was going to that Walmart to find somebody with a Dallas Cowboy shirt, jersey, hat. It didn't matter. If we saw it, we was coming up to you. And lo and behold, like I said, Shreveport is a city divided between, you know, Cowboys and Saints fans. So we were walking, and it was his husband and wife. They were together, and my brother just walked up. He said, what's up, man? And the guy was like, hey, you know, like trying to see if he knew my brother or whatever. And I'm standing right there with him. And he said, man, I just want to apologize. I just want to say I'm so sorry. And the guy was looking puzzled, and his wife was looking puzzled. He's like, what you mean? He's like, yeah, you know, that game, no. And, you know, and the guy was like, oh, man, y'all, you know. And so he said, well, I just wanted to let you know, me and my sister, we felt led to, you know, hey, just give out free bear hugs. You know, and the guy was like, oh, man, y'all tripping. He was like, come on, bring it in. Come on. Yeah, I know you need that. We know you need that, right? And so the lady, his wife, was dying. She said, oh, they got you. He said, man, I can't believe. He said, y'all, that's what y'all doing. It's like, yeah, we're about to find another victim. And I'm serious. We were literally weaving in and out of the lanes in Walmart. I mean, the aisles in Walmart, looking for someone that looked like a Cowboys fan. We got about 3 more people, you know, just walking up to them and say, hey, look, hey, we giving out free bear hugs today. Come on, bring it in. And when they see we got, oh man, y'all tripping. But you know what? Everybody was so cool with it, and we all laughed. You know, the simplicity of that, and but just bringing joy to people and making them smile. You know, and I know that's a very, you know, it's not like this grandiose story, but we were giving out free hugs. We were giving out free bear hugs, and a lot of times, you know, even though we were giving out hugs, a lot of times the hugs have to start with ourselves. So this is the part where we're gonna get our little therapy in, right? Like I told you earlier, I had a rough week, and it's, you know, it's, you know, when you think nothing else can be added, oh, it's gonna be added. You know, we trying to figure that out. I was like, man, how we do this thing? I mean, we could get so quiet and so discouraged, and we can shut down, and we, you know, anger set in, and then we sometimes we could just get all over the place. And when we get like that, sometimes we just have to be still, and sometimes we may cry. I cried. You know, I did some crying this week, you know, and I know crying is cleansing, but you know what, let me tell you what I did. And I held myself. It sounds crazy, right? But sometimes you just got to hug on yourself. Have you ever just done that and just hug on yourself? Give yourself permission to cry. Give yourself to just kind of sit in that thing for a second and just rock with it. And just, you know, don't ask God why. Don't ask God why. Just, he's showing you something. He's showing us something. And sometimes we got to take that moment to take it in. and just give ourselves grace to feel that thing, have an understanding. And we're so quick to hug and love on other people, and there's nothing wrong with that. But how many of you know that sometimes we got to heal ourselves first before we start trying to heal somebody else? Because we got to have something to give. And if we haven't loved on ourselves enough to share, we'll get depleted real quick. And when we get depleted, we get angry, we point fingers, we get discouraged, we blame others. Oh, it's bad luck. It's not the right season. I mean, we may come up with all types of stuff. And at that moment, why not? Why should we be exempt to go through things? Why should we not be tested? You know, there are going to be tests. There are going to be moments of misunderstanding. There are going to be, moments of anger and distrust, but all of that, it'll sit in our spirit so that we won't even give ourselves enough grace to just feel it. And if we allow that to just feel, it's therapy in that. Don't be so quick to just make ourselves so busy that we can't feel, go through the motions, cry it out, hug on ourselves, hug it out. Just give ourselves that love. I mean, this right here feels good. You remember back in the day, we used to turn our back and we used to put our hands like this to make it look like somebody is hugging us or whatever. But this right here, the simplicity of just hugging ourselves and just sitting in that thing, just talking to God, just allowing ourselves to just feel. It's grace in that. It's love in that. It's freedom in that. Sometimes we get so anchored and so weighed down with things that just happen in our lives that we're just carrying all this stuff. We don't even have or know how to release. A hug can do that. Just that moment of just saying, you know what? I give myself permission to feel. I give myself permission to cry. It's a blessing in that. It's an understanding in that. It's a freedom in that. Today is not a long segment. Like I said, it was a taxing week, but I'm grateful. I'm grateful because I'm here. I'm still here. I didn't get too discouraged where I would say, you know what, I'm taking a break. No. Even if that moment meant that I was supposed to tell y'all a little bit about it, or just to say, hey, I went through it, but I'm here. I'm still here. And guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to learn from this week. I'm going to learn how strong I really am, and how giving yourself permission to just feel is therapeutic. A hug goes a long way. I'm a hugger. My whole family is a hugger. If we see you and we meet you, we coming in. Bring it in, right? Come on, get this hug. Give that hug. But more importantly, start with you. So I challenge you, let's try it. We'll get back, next Friday, we'll talk about that thing. But, make comments down below. I want y'all to tell me what it felt like. So we're going to do it from this Friday up until next Friday. Wake up in the morning. As we give, honor and pay homage to the universe for allowing us to wake up. But as we swing our legs over to the side of the bed right before we plant our feet on the floor to stand up and go throughout our day, I challenge you. I'm going to do it too. Hug yourself and say, you know what? I love me some me. I'm so grateful. Thank you. I'm grateful. I love me some me. Rock with it. You know what I'm saying? Rock with it and hold yourself. And we gonna convene next Friday. But I want y'all to tell me how you feeling. Just doing that. I'm talking about before you go into the bathroom, before you brush your teeth, before you do any of that, before you even stand up. I want you to just love on yourself for a second. I'm gonna try it, and I'm gonna tell y'all how I feel. How it made me feel. What is it? How is that gonna be for the rest of my week? How is that gonna navigate the rest of my week? Because I'm starting with loving. I'm starting with the intention of loving me before I start my day. And if I can overflow myself with the love of self, then I have plenty to pour into somebody else. So that's what we're going to do. We have an assignment. So, okay, I know it's Friday, so we're going to start with Saturday. So it's going to be Saturday to Friday. So that gives us 6 days, right? So Saturday to next Friday, that's what we're going to do. We're going to wake up with a big hug to ourselves, paying gratitude, being thankful and forgiving to ourselves to start the day. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. So I thank y'all for listening. It's a short one today. But I'm thankful that you're here. I'm thankful that I made it through this week and I'm here. I survived, gave myself grace, and I'm grateful. So before I leave, of course, I have a poem. And like I said, when we acknowledge ourselves and we realize, hey, we are something special. We are uniquely and wonderfully made, crafted to perfection. We may have imperfection, but nothing about us is a deficit. Yeah, we're here for something. Okay? So this piece is called Your Masterpiece, this poem. So, hope you enjoy it. To my potter, of all the new clays of different shapes and colors, you chose me, the clay that was rough around the edges, that stood out among the others. On a pedestal is where you placed me, while the moisture of your voice begins to mold me to be. Around and around as I spin in awe, witnessing my transformation, the gentle caress of your dampened hands helps my heart to take form. Here I sit in the shape of my potter's perfection. Little does she know the molding took place through her love and affection. Airing dry from your breezes of love, I should sit showcased on a pedestal you put me on. In gratitude for your time, patience, and creativity, I will glow in radiance in return to give you the love you have given me. Thank you, my potter. Sincerely, your masterpiece, Pache Latrice. Yes. Thank y'all so much for tuning in today. I truly appreciate each and every last one of you. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And let's keep each other encouraged. Hug on yourselves, love on yourselves. But, when I read your comments, you guys keep me encouraged too. So I thank you for the feedback. I thank you for tuning in. As always, it's your girl, Pache Gibson, known in the poetry world as Sister Shay, also known as Shea Butter in this thing. And thank y'all so much. I love y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see y'all next week. All right. Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings, everybody.